Um, that's a good question. Um, Probably the biggest deal I did was, we had an RV for 3.5 years, and I had played well and gotten back on tour in '03, and we had the two small children at the time and 18 months apart, and it's hard to travel flying and hotel rooms, and they're crawling around the floor. You couldn't bring any toys with you, and I had tried for a year to talk my wife into it because I just knew that it was a way of life. I wanted it to feel like home. I didn't want it to feel like a hotel every week. And at the time we bought the RV, it cost more than the house we lived in. So that was definitely and that's a depreciating asset. So it's that was probably a bit of a leap of faith, but she was in it for about 2 hours and said, "Man, this is the greatest thing ever." And I think it really helped me play well those first couple years because it just made the transition easier. My wife was happier, my kids were happier. It was easier for us on the road. I mean, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but for the situation we were in, it was a no-brainer. There were a lot of young families that had RVs at the time. So, it was like a 4th of July barbecue 3 nights a week. You'd go home and it really felt like home. You weren't just coming back to a hotel room and trying to figure out what to do. You could go outside and throw the football. My kids were riding their scooters. You could get the grill out. You could have your fishing poles in there. And I think that was probably the biggest purchase I made that really made a difference in my career.